Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the magical land of Elder Scrolls Online, Elsweyr, land of furry people. Speaking of which, you may notice I tarted our Catman up to make him look like a right prick, and he certainly does look like a right prick. This is all just, visual overhaul stuff, none of this is actual gear that we own, it's just cosmetic, that's the word I was looking for, it's cosmetic. Yeah, stuff we already own. So yes, we got this lovely hat and this weird sort of magician ensemble, a little like a wizard's, and a tosser all in one. Hello, Pothead Man.
If we've had this conversation already, then I wanted to thank you for the useful advice. But if I haven't seen you since our talk at that mysterious gravestone, which seems much more likely, then I could really use your help.
Okay, you've immediately confused me. I just got back. Tell me what's wrong. What the hell are you talking about? And hang on, what are you doing here? Oh, he's playing, what do you call that? Like keepy uppy or something like that? It's like a football thing. It's that's soccer. That's soccer to you, American. You're welcome. I even did the accent. Soccer. Anyway, go back. What's wrong?
Did I mention the dreams? Visions, really? They come and go without warning, like seeing through someone else's eyes. Quite disconcerting in an interesting sort of way. Anyway, my trusty shovel and I, we searched that entire grave, and it was gone.
What was gone?
The betrayer's head, the dreams, the visions, they drew me there, but someone got to it before I did. I have the strangest sensation in the pit of my tummy. It could be the cobweb porridge I had for breakfast, or something bad is about to happen.
I only just figured out that you can actually use hotkeys for these text things instead of clicking on them. Look, mouse cursor over here, not moving it. I'm going to press 1. You think the betrayer's head has something to do with the dragons?
Well, that's sort of like leaping from the cliffs of failure.
You can keep the mouse cursor off the screen.
Or at least without tying the end off first. I can't tell you how many times I've made that mistake. Oh, Abner wants to see you. He's in the town hall with the cat general.
I will go find him then. By the by, for some bloody reason, it's probably because too many video games today. I've been playing a lot with the mouse. That's not a euphemism for my penis. I just mean the actual mouse. Whoa, what happened to the lighting? Hang on. What? No. What? That's weird. Yeah, anyway, so basically, my right wrist, or rather my right forearm, is absolutely killing me. Like, absolutely killing me. So this may be a shorter episode than usual, because I honestly don't know how long I can go. Like, it's real bad. Is this interesting? It's very long, so I'm not reading it. Bollocks to that. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. What are you wearing? Oh my god, I want it. I want that mask. That looks cool as hell. Hello, lady. You have a very peculiar nose ring thing attached to your, like, ear or something. I don't know what's going on with that. New kids and your jewelry these days. You fucking weirdos.
At this point, we need to come up with a plan that takes into account Euraxians, necromancers, and dragons. I proposed a few options, but Goreshri wasn't sold on any of them. Tell me, what of Chimera and the source of the undead?
Chimera and I killed the necromancers in the mountain, but Euraxia has an army of them.
You paint a troubling picture, my friend. Still, we need to celebrate every victory we achieve. I fear such triumphs will be few and far between. Do you have anything else to report?
I spoke to the dragon Milamnir. He said that Euraxia was their puppet. He told us to leave Elsweyr. I was like, no. And he's like, alright, I'm gonna kill you then.
My half-sister likes to think that she's in charge. She won't take kindly to being called a puppet. As for leaving Elsweyr, I think not. Obviously, this Mulamnir fears us. Otherwise, the dragon wouldn't have deigned to talk to you.
What I was saying. Have you spoken to Cadwell? He's worried about that disturbed grave where you sent him to meet him. Sent me to meet him. What?
Every conversation I have with Cadwell makes my head throb, but one mystery at a time, if you please. Now, if only I could get my half-sister to listen to reason and see that the dragons are using her.
Why not try that? Let's go have a talk with her. She seems like a reasonable person.
A parley? I may not like her, but we are family. Besides, it would give the Khajiit time to regroup. You're beginning to think like a Tharn, my friend.
A cudgel?
Here, take this. Gareshri gave it to me, but I refused to accept payment for my services.
Gotta be a melee weapon, right? Why would it not be?
A parley with Euraxia is a capital idea. I'll send word to Rimmon to expect us. I imagine my half-sister will treat us as befits my station and agree to the meeting. Attend to any other matters if you must, then see me when you're ready to leave.
We should come up with a plan for negotiations with Euraxia.
It just so happens I already have one. It involves distracting my half-sister with wit, charm, and words she barely comprehends. Oh, and you. Euraxia never could resist a pretty face.
Oh,
You'll pretend to be my bodyguard and personal valet.
I have the wit and charm as well, and I can come up with some words you won't understand, like Golobnia. And we'll play it off completely straight face. We'll be like, have you heard of the Golobnia? And she'll be like, what's that? And we'll just keep going, and we'll just go further and further down the rabbit hole of complete bullshit, because I'm great at bullshitting. I'm doing it right now. You want me to be your valet? That's sexy.
Consider it obfuscation to hide your true purpose. We don't want to give Euraxia a reason to react poorly to overtures of reconciliation. Not that I expect to reach an accord, but still. Meet me in Rimmon and we'll enter the palace together.
Okay, I will.
Go on, go on. I'm capable of traveling to Rimmon on my own.
Yeah.
We'll meet up at the city
Hold
gates
my
and
hand,
go to
you'll
the
get
palace
lost.
from there. I'm relatively certain Euraxia will honor the parley, but be prepared for anything. She's still a Tharn, after all.
You and your weird, wrinkly neck will get lost. Tell me more about your half-sister Euraxia. Is she hot? And
We're
single?
not very close, in case I haven't made that.
Not that I've ever cared about the
clear.
latter.
Euraxia is an accomplished mage in her own right. My younger sibling has always been ambitious, but I didn't realize the extent of her aspirations until the Frostfall coup.
The Frostfall coup?
About 6 years ago or so, while Emperor Varen was busy with his rebellion, Euraxia took advantage of the confusion to lead a column of Nibonese mercenaries into northern Elsweyr. She declared herself Queen of Rimmon and its adjacent fiefs.
And everyone just learned to do this?
Of course not. The Khajiit called her the Usurper Queen, remember? Once Varen became Emperor, he had other problems to worry about. Same with Queen Irene. As long as the Alliance War occupies her forces, the Khajiit are on their own out here.
Sound like a useless bunch of pricks. Oh my god, we gotta talk to so many people. Look at all of the things. Look at all of the things. Hang on, let's talk to you.
This one hates the idea of talking to the Usurper Queen. We should be stabbing her in the neck. Still,
I like it.
Nalado sees the necessity, even if she doesn't like it.
Great plan.
Euraxia will almost certainly betray you, so be careful when you face her, yes?
How did Euraxia become Queen of Rimmon? He kind of explained it, but he was basically just like, yeah, she walked in and declared herself queen, and no one seemed to really stop her.
By marching into Elsweyr with a mercenary army and slaughtering our rightful Khajiit
Oh,
rulers.
murder, okay.
Not only did the usurper slay our king and queen, she murdered the rest of the royal family.
That's one way to do it.
Crimes, they swarm around her like flesh flies on dung.
Alright, calm down there. Calm down. You're at like an 8, turn it down to like a 5. You have a scar that adds character. Look at me! Look at me when I talk to you! Wait, where'd they go? Hello?
A parley with the usurper queen. I doubt she'll agree to any sort of diplomatic solution. But it will buy us time to replenish our resources. Very well. Take Tharn and meet with Euraxia. In the meantime, we will rebuild what remains of the militia.
Why do you refer to Euraxia as the usurper queen, even though we know exactly why? Because she usurped the throne.
She marched into a
Yeah,
neck
alright,
with
we
them.
know. Fucking same question 3 times to 3 different people. What's the point of that crap? Alright, well anyway, let's go outside. We're going to be after Tharn in Rimmon. Why do we have other map markers though? What's up with this? These seem to be new quests that have unlocked? Yes, they certainly do. How many quests are we currently carrying? We are carrying 2 side quests, so we're going to try and keep the 2, so we're going to do that. Where is Rimmon? Rimmon is over there. Which we can travel to very quickly by using the Way Shrine. I say we do that, I say we carry on. What is it? This dragon, hang on. I say we do that and carry on. Yes. Let's see if we can make it to that dragon and potentially, you know, thieve some EXP from it. But yeah, anyway, what I was going to say was, let us see if we can carry on with the main quest a little bit after this dragon encounter. And then probably next episode we'll try and do some side quests, because we got a lot of side quests to knock out. Most of them are pretty interesting. You know, you do get the odd one, which is like, oh, I've lost my wine. And then you go click on the wine, and they're like, you found my wine. And you're like, that's the whole quest? And they're like, yeah, sorry, we didn't think too much about this one. But for the most part, they're pretty interesting. Okay, this dragon is quite healthy, to put it lightly. I'm going to have a quick look and see how many people are taking this fella on. It seems to be a reasonable amount of people. And by reasonable, I mean like... What is this? Got to be like, what, about 10? This is about 10 people? Yeah, maybe more than that. I'm going to fight this for a little bit. Oh my god, my fucking health. I'm going to fight this for a little bit. And I'll probably cut out most of the encounter, because, I mean, you've seen me fight dragons before. You don't need to see the whole thing. But I'll show you what I get. I died. I don't know what happened. I'm going to race myself. I don't know what hit me. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever, man. Just realized, by the way, there's an NPC here just looking in a mirror, admiring himself. Like, what the shit's going on? You gotta love video games. They're just ridiculous. Woo! Okay, that really friggin' hurt. Use blood funnel. I don't know how to use blood funnel. I don't understand anything of what's going on right now. But hey, the dragon's about to die, so good time to bring you back in. Considering I was going to show you me getting thwacked anyway. There we go. Yeah, Taylor's crafting box. What's that do? Items for crafting. Okay. Oh, spellcaster. Ooh. These are crafting assassin armor. Okay, so we get to pick one. Obviously, spellcaster. Obviously. We have a bunch of stuff to use. We got to use that. Mitt. I think we have at least 2 skill points. Let's make sure we loot the dragon first, though. That seems quite a good idea. Undertaker. Alright, cool. What's in the backpack? Backpack. Is this the backpack? Probably yes. Ooh. Restoration star for frost, so it does, wow, quite a bit of frost damage. More than what we already have. Kind of. Also increases my healing. Increases chance to apply status effect. I don't think we're really using status effects right now, so not terribly useful. Good, we made some space. Lovely. Can we take the stuff out of this? I hope so. Yes, we can. Beautiful. Alright, let's equip our new staff. Lovely, which means we can get rid of... what was I even bloody using? I thought I had a different, like, icy... Oh, we never checked this out, did we? The cudgel. Yeah, that's a cudgel, alright. This guy's praying to a dead dragon. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Anyway, so yeah, cudgel, kind of what I expected. I really don't like bows, is what I've sort of gleaned from playing this game. I really don't like the archery in it at all. I find it just something about it. It's very dull. But I like magic and I like melee. But yeah, bows can suck it. Frankly, bows can suck it. Alright. We're gonna go with our new stuff. Alright, anyway, we're getting distracted to that place that I forget the name of. Ribbon, that's the word. Ribbon discovered. I didn't realize this was our first time here. For some reason I could travel here, even though we haven't been here before, which is very odd to me. Yes, this is Ribbon. Seems like a lovely place. It's got the Hall of the Lunar Champion and a sugar bowl suite, which I'm assuming is like moon sugar. In other words, it's probably sort of like an opium den for cat people. At a guess.
I expected sorrow and despair, but the situation here goes beyond even my prophetic inklings.
Oh, shut up, you negative Nancy. Are you sure Ribbon looks peaceful to me?
On the surface, yes. But peace through tyranny provides false harmony. Euraxia uses fear and threats of violence to keep the Khajiit in line, making them second-class citizens in their own province. It appalls me to think Euraxia and I are related.
Fear and threats of violence, what you talking about exactly?
It would be better if I showed you.
Please do.
Follow me and I'll demonstrate the true depths of my half-sister's villainy. Her grip on Rimmon is far tighter than it appears.
I'm hoping he sort of gives us a tour guide around Rimmon, like a tour guide of shittery. He's going to be like, this is the slums, this is the opium den, this is the whorehouse, and I'll be like, this sounds great. But yeah, because that was a great Tony the Tiger impression there, by the way, accidentally, which seems appropriate considering we're in Catland. That sounds great. Anyway, because yeah, obviously Roman seems quite large. Maybe it is the major city here. I'm not sure, like the main city. So there's probably a lot of stuff here that we want to check out, but I don't know where to begin, you know? Also, a shop would be nice. I think that guy over there, you see on the right with the camel, top right corner, that woman probably owns a shop, so we might try her. Show me oh my god, words. Alright, show me how Euraxia keeps the Khajiit in line.
Very well. But what I'm about to show you isn't for the faint of heart. Follow me.
Yeah.
Have you ever visited a Rimmen workhouse?
Holy crap, look at him go.
They treat the Khajiit workers worse than slaves.
I want a bloody reindeer. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at you with your armor. Don't you look cool?
It's that building over there.
Uh-huh.
For most of Rimmen's Khajiit, it's the only job available to them.
Is it a whorehouse?
The workhouse serves to snare the poor and the destitute, those who fall behind on their debts. They come here to find employment and earn a decent wage, but the costs deducted to pay for room and board leave them worse off than they were before.
They're very stupid for doing that. The workhouse accepts only Khajiit workers?
One of the first things Euraxia did after declaring herself queen was to institute tariffs and fines that apply only to Khajiit citizens.
Well, that's fucked up.
No one else needs the workhouse. A cruel tactic, but effective.
And there's nothing the Khajiit can do, like, you know, rise up and rebel.
The Rimmen Khajiit? No. Any complaints incur fines for causing a public disturbance or some other inane ordinance. No one wants to risk falling even further into debt.
Excuse me.
It's ingenious. Monstrous, but ingenious.
It sounds like slavery.
Oh, Euraxia is clever. She pays the Khajiit, and the workhouse isn't technically a prison. On the surface, it appears to be a place that helps society's unfortunates, but underneath, it's slavery without any of the uncomfortable trappings.
Picking cotton was a job too. That's slavery. Let's move on.
Now, let's visit the Rimmen marketplace.
I forgot how much like a wanker we look. It's great. It's great. I need to use a shop. That... I love that glitch.
Take a look around. Business seems to be thriving, but appearances can be deceiving.
Not a merchant. Alright, hold on. I'll talk to you in a second.
The life of a nomad promises constant adventure and plentiful gold. But once you have reached this one's age, such things cease to tempt you.
He seems happy. Arabian nights like Arabian days, more often than not, are hotter than hot in a lot of good ways. So is this only for selling? Because it's worth 1,000, which makes me happy. An ancient valuable salvage from the belly of a dragon, cash it in, sell to any merchant. Sounds like it, yeah. What about these things? Yeah. Also for selling. Dude, we're making bank! This is how we can make money and kill friggin' dragons. Glyph of health, we should put that in a piece of armor or something. Perfect metronome. Once in motion, this device will keep a steady pace until stopped. Treasure type device. Can I actually use that? Hang on, let's have a look. Can I actually just piss around with that? It's under miscellaneous right now. No, it doesn't look like it. Is it just for selling? I'm gonna hold on to it for now. If someone could let me know in the comments if it's for selling. A decorate hand fan, 40 efficiency. Can I use that? No. It says wardrobe accessory, so we can probably put that in our house. I don't know what, like the echo box. I don't know what any of this is for. We have a long dress as well, which we're now wearing, which I shouldn't have done. Because now I gotta put me, gotta put my armor back on. Alright, I'm gonna sell like all the armor and weapons and stuff that we don't need, which is honestly not that much. And the jewelry probably as well. And maybe some of these consumables. I'm going to keep most of this stuff. Because I want to at least keep the stuff for enchanting. Because at some point we're going to do that. I swear to God. So yeah, I'm hoping I don't say anything too important here. But give me a second. Okay, so I sold some stuff. Not as much as I wanted to. But again, I don't know if the metronome is of any use to me. I don't know if the echo box is of any use to me. And the same thing with the frozen man folding fan. Which is quite a rhyming tongue twister there. Alright, anyway, still to Abner Thought again.
It may be hard to see, but the Khajiit merchants struggle to keep their stalls open, while the less bestial business people rake in the profits. Euraxia would have you believe it's a matter of work ethic, but we know better.
You're saying the Khajiit merchants are treated unfairly, and it was buried on an ancient Indian burial ground. I mean, built on an ancient Indian... I fucked up the line.
Unfairly doesn't begin to cover it. Khajiit merchants must deal with high tariffs, extra inspection fees, costly licenses. Euraxia's squeezing them for every piece of gold imaginable.
By the furry
she
balls.
Even instituted a fur tax.
See? A fur tax?
On the surface, it seems reasonable to make Khajiit pay for extra inspections to ensure their fur isn't getting into the products they sell. And while they do shed, it's just another way to discriminate against the rightful citizens of this land.
It's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Come along. I want to show you the improvements Euraxia made to the palace walls.
Come along, Cedric. I'm sure it will be a massive improvement. Look at you, it's a minstrel. Wearing one of those weird masks, I think. I can't really see. I want one of those cool white helmets for cat people that guy was rocking. I'll even replace my fruity hat for it. I swear I'll do it. Person is bald. Why are you here, bald man? We'll talk to them later, I'm sure. Trying to keep up with Abnathan. Sounds like bloody Sonic right now. I gotta go fast!
See the trebuchets? Notice how they're aimed into the city below.
A little embarrassing. Don't know what the bloody hell a trebuchet looks like. I'm gonna pretend it's those things, and yes.
See how the siege weapons sit upon the walls? When it comes right down to it, you're looking at the secret of my half-sister's success.
Why does it look like they're carrying crates? What do you mean her success?
How else do you think Euraxia maintains order and keeps the Elsweyr defense force at bay? She declared publicly, and has repeated often, that any attempt to liberate Rimmon will see her unleash the full fury of the siege weapons upon the city.
Then we should destroy the siege weapons in secret, like blowing up the Houses of Parliament, etc., etc. Euraxia would destroy the city.
If Euraxia can't have Rimmon, then neither can anyone else. She'd destroy the city in a heartbeat if she thought she was in danger of losing control. Of course, she tells her non-bestial subjects that only the Khajiit districts are targeted.
But can they really target the weapons that precisely?
Absolutely not.
I didn't think so.
But the lie makes her supporters feel better.
What a bunch of bollocks.
The Khajiit know that even a peaceful protest could result in the destruction of Rimmon. So far, no one has dared to challenge Euraxia's will in this matter, and for good reason.
I like your stuff. It looks elven. I think it's time we went and had a talk with Euraxia Thon. Your half-sister.
When we get to the palace, let me do the talking. As the Elder Tharn, I'll demonstrate my dominance over Euraxia and negotiate a cessation of hostilities.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's gonna go flawlessly, sir. I see no potential problems arising out of this whatsoever. Man, you are buff as hell. In we go. Look at that little weird little gobble thing. I know it's like an imp or whatever. What? Where'd he go?
Ah, here come Queen Euraxia's guests now.
I don't like the looks of these meddlers. I say we feed them to the dragons
Stop
and
standing
be
on the
done with
NPC,
it.
please. God damn it.
So you're
So why is he
Abner
ahead now?
Tharn's bodyguard and valet. Not what I expected. I assume you want to follow your master into the Queen's inner sanctum, huh? I'll allow it. But first, I want to gauge the measure of your marrow.
I like the way orcs talk. They talk funny. You're the one of Euraxia's necromancers?
I am Queen Euraxia's
I'm sure you are.
necromancer.
This hurts my throat.
You may call me Zumog Foom.
Nah.
The other grave callers answer to me.
I'll call you Tossa.
And this is my familiar and confidant, Sir Cadwell the Betrayer.
Is that Cadwell's bloody head?
Ah, yes. The Betrayer saw you when it looked through the soul-shriven's eyes. The creature you know is a pale shadow.
Isn't it a bit like pirates with like a sore throat?
These lands. I exhumed his remains and reanimated him. Well, his head. It was all I could find.
Why'd you dig up Cadwell's head?
My actions don't concern you. I just wanted to meet Abner Tharn's lackey and determine if Queen Euraxia had anything to fear.
Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself.
The answer is quite clear. Your insignificance rivals that of the soul-shriven fool, which makes you eminently forgettable.
You bastard! I can't even remember your name, and I'm the forgettable one.
Body, oh pestilent one.
Your
Tosser or something,
insults
wasn't it?
won't hasten the process, betrayer.
But there's a
Drama.
terrible draft in what used to be my nether regions.
Did you wonder why?
If Queen Euraxia has you beheaded, do you mind if I lay claim to your body? It's
Yes.
not quite
Also,
up to my usual standards, but any dagger in the spleen, wouldn't you agree?
you'd look a little weird with a furry body and a whatever that is head. Your Cadwell's head.
I am my own head, yes.
I had a feeling.
I am the hero of Sirod and the villain of Elsweyr, the champion of the Third Nedic Massacre and the Dark Knight they call the Betrayer.
You aren't the Cadwell I know.
Of course not. I am the genuine article, much more real than a disembodied soul given shape in the flesh cauldrons of oblivion. But why do you presume to talk to me? I have killed greater beings than you for much, much less.
So hold on a moment, because you're breaking my brain. You're the body of Cadwell, and Cadwell, that I know with the pot in his head, is the soul of Cadwell. This is some Kingdom Hearts shit, right? With, like, the nobody, and the heartless, and the whatever. You're the betrayer mentioned on the gravestone?
Came to that conclusion by yourself, did you?
Yes, fucko.
That's what they called me. It has a certain ring to it, but I always preferred my more grandiose titles. Champion, Slayer, Dark Knight. When I am made whole, the cats will pay for what they did to me.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. He might be the final boss of this DLC or something. I mean, it's probably Euraxia, but you never know. Can you check out that map?
Abner Thorn,
no map.
Grand Chancellor and Overlord of Nibene, Imperial Battle Mage of the Elder Council, and Patriarch of the Thorn Dynasty, and his bodyguard.
Ah.
Bodyguard?
Your arrival. It's so
Hello.
unexceptional.
Pretending to be a queen
Hush,
isn't...
Abner, you bore me. Bodyguard, you look interesting. Come talk to me.
You heard her. Good luck.
Hello, I'm important. I'm the main character.
My sources indicated that my half-brother's associate was somewhat taller. Oh well. Now, why in the world should I even consider negotiating with members of the losing side?
You know, with a forehead like that, I wouldn't be picking on appearances, love. We came to warn you the dragons consider you a puppet, and when they plan to betray you.
A warning? How thoughtful. You do know that I defeated the Khajiit army and took control of the Rimmon throne?
I've been told.
I am no one's puppet, I assure you. But why do you suppose I have anything to do with dragons?
Because the fucking dragon literally told me, with a head that big, you should have a bigger brain. You dumbass. Okay, so we have options here. Dragon help the undead... Wait, help the undead your necromancers unleashed on the Khajiit defense force. There's no need to play games with me. Mulamnia admitted to your alliance when we spoke. Abner's right. You are naive enough to think you can control rage dragons. They'll destroy you. Just cut to the chase. He literally told me, you dum-dum. We don't have the persuasion perk. I guess we're going to intimidate, but I don't think we have the intimidate perk either. Blah, blah, blah. They'll destroy you. Bollocks. Okay, well, never mind then. A dragon help the undead, your necromancers unleashed. How do we get these perks, by the way? Hang on a minute. It is just like a thing. And hold on. Can I... Ooh, we can get a thing. Alright, hold on. We've got 3 skill points. Let's get this. Frozen Colossus. Unleash a frostbitten frozen flesh Colossus. Oh yeah, it does say frozen. I thought I just completely misread that. Why does it say frozen then flesh? That's confusing. Whatever. So we have an ult now. Nice. Nice. It's mouse button 5. Alright, I can handle that. We can upgrade Blast Bone. But before we do that, how do we get these bloody perks? I don't know. Not sure. Let me Google it real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I googled it and it says it's the first passive in the Mages Guild skill tree. Join the Mages Guild at starting city for your location. There might be a Mages Guild here that we can join, actually. We can probably find it on the map if there is. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Do we see anything that would look like a Mages Guild? Cyrodiil, Mages Guild. There's one there. Okay, so let's go and see if we can join them. I'll be back, Abner. I gotta join the Mages Guild. I can't leave the door right now because we're talking to this bitch. Well, I guess we'll do that afterwards. Hang on, let me bring OBS back up to make sure it's still recording and everything. Son of a bitch.
My sources...
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, how precious. I hoped my pompous half-brother would provide an amusement, but this is even better.
You're both pompous.
I have a chamber set aside in the dungeons just for you. We'll play the most interesting games, you and I, until your body gives out.
Oh, I'm terrified. Terrified? I'm terrified, no eyebrows. Fuck me. You agreed to this parley, that means we're here under a truce and are free to leave.
Do not presume to lecture me. I make the rules here, not you or Abner. I have a special relationship with Mulamnir, an understanding. The dragons will secure my hold over Elsweyr, and there's nothing you or my half-brother can do to stop them.
When you say a special relationship, are we talking like some scaly love going on? You can't win! We will free ribbon and drive you out of Elsweyr!
Enough! Zumog Foom, what news
Die!
do you bring?
The Desert Wind Adaptorium has
Gotcha.
fallen. We move against Riverhold on your word.
Then the word is
Send
given.
yourself? Oh, bollocks.
Now, half-brother.
Treachery? How could I ever have anticipated this?
Guards, take them to the dungeons.
I gotta
I
defend
think
myself.
not.
Oh, bollocks! How was that? How was that me defending myself? Alright, Rimmen Palace recesses. The recesses beneath the Rimmen Palace were originally built to provide maintenance access to its freshwater sanitation. Oh, bollocks. Whatever, so it's been converted into a dungeon, basically.
Well, I suppose that could have gone better.
No shit, Captain. Where are we and how did we get here?
I prepared for Euraxia's probable betrayal. Unfortunately, my teleport spell wasn't quite able to penetrate the palace wards. So we wound up down here, in the palace sewer.
You're shit, you know that? Did you hear what Euraxia said to Zumog Foom, aka Tossa?
We heard two things of note. First, Euraxian forces have invaded the Desert Wind Adaptorium for some insidious purpose. And second, my vile half-sister ordered an attack on Riverhold.
We need to warn Gareshri, damn it!
One thing at a time, my companion, one thing at a
But
time.
Gareshri, man!
I need to recover my strength after teleporting us into this
You
skiva.
just have a nice sleep.
I'll need your help to get out of here. Then we can deal with both Desert Wind and Riverhold.
Okay, hold my hand. Don't leave me. Oh, he does look like shit. He does look like shit. Alright, bugs! Okay, I think I killed the other one. I got a sand roach. Oh, Jesus, fuck. They're everywhere. Good lord. Well, that's actually in it. It's a skeever. I remember those things. Oh, look, I'm sucking the juice out of him. Good dog, son. Alright, that's nothing at all. How big is this dungeon? Actually, not very big at all. What? You penis. Go, Abner. What you doing back there, son? Abner. Whoa. I think someone might be faking it somehow. I think someone might be faking. Disgusting creatures. Yeah, you are quite tanky for an unaggressive enemy. Right. I don't think there's any point us dicking around in here, to be honest with you. I just remembered. Well, I guess if we're going to be joining the Mages Guild, we do want to make sure we keep. I just realized. If you get persuasion from the Mages Guild skill tree, you probably get intimidate from the Fighters Guild, right? You know, fighting, intimidation, it makes sense to me. I don't know, though. But you see, anyway, what I was going to say was there's really no point as... The hell is it? River Troll? Fuck yeah. Immediately as I'm saying that, I'm fucking around. I was going to say there's no point us fucking around here. We should just get out, but I've got to kill the River Troll. Funnily enough, I think it may be my first ever Elder Scrolls Online video. My god, it's kicking my ass. Yo, mouse button 5. Flesh Atronach of Justice. Not awful. Not awful. Not good, but not awful. Yeah. Oh, look at him doing a little flaily arm, wacky waving inflatable tube man in the corner. I am not there anymore, pal. Suck the life force out of you, buddy. Alright, that was not really worth messing around with, but it was kind of fun, so, you know, F it, basically. F it. Anyway. I got completely distracted from what I was saying, but you probably got the general gist of it. This is... Oh, yeah, that's right. I think the River Troll was actually the first enemy I ever fought in Elder Scrolls Online. It was either in Morrowind or my actual first ever Elder Scrolls Online videos, because I did make a few. It wasn't many, but I made a few on the original version of the game, like, not long after it came out. I think it was just after it went free to play. No, because I swear I bought the game. In fact, no, it's always been free to play, hasn't it? Like, when you purchase the game, it's never had like a subscription. Well, apart from the optional one. So I can't remember, but yeah, it might have been the very original version. I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm legging it in case it wasn't obvious. Where the hell are we going? What? I've got around a circle. Oh no! Oh, son of a bitch, Abner! This is all your fault, man. This is all you're going down for. All right, so we gotta go this way. Good lord, where are we going now? You're going... Oh, this is why I missed it. It's like a tiny little gap. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. There is a great many skeever in here. Skeevers? What's the plural of skeever? It's got to be skeever, right? It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't be skeevers. That sounds silly. Oh, it's you're actually in guards.
Rats in the sewer, just as the Queen anticipated.
And all the dudes are on me. And we don't have any backup. This is going to go to hell. This is going to go very, very poorly indeed. Yeah. We sucked the life... Ow! We sucked the life out of you. Here me! Bitch nibble! Alright, never mind. They're absolute scrubs. And I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. Bitch! I'll push you. Good at pushing people. Alright, I didn't drop anything because they suck. Alright, we're almost out. Nice. Where's Abner? He's behind us. Fantastic. What are we going? Is this the way out? Yes, actually, kind of. You can probably avoid... Well, no, never mind. There's a knight there. Hello to you. Slashy, slashy. He doesn't seem half as tanky as I was expecting him to be. Especially not when we do that. Bitch! Oh, lovely. That was awesome. Okay, I like it. Oh my god, there's tons of them. Tactical roll, bitches!
The Queen wants them alive!
The Queen wants them alive, so let's shoot the fuck out of them with fireballs. And also slash at him with a sword. Like, have you ever seen, like... Lots of movies and TV shows and stuff do that. Like, this was the thing I noticed in Game of Thrones, right? Like, there's a... Without spoiling too much, it's quite a few seasons in, to be honest. I think it's like season 6 or 7. There's 8 seasons. We don't speak of the 8th season. But anyway. So, you know, minor spoilers here for a scene in the late... I won't even tell you who's in the scene, okay? But basically, it is a little girl and then a very big lady, okay? You can probably figure out from that who I'm talking about if you've seen Game of Thrones. But anyway. So this little girl is having a duel with this bigger lady. And the bigger lady expects the little girl...
The way out, finally. I can't abide another moment in this stench.
...to be a shit fighter, because it's a little girl. And so she's going easy on her. And then suddenly the little girl is like kicking her ass. And then the bigger lady, who by the way is a good guy, as is the little girl, just starts going fucking ham on her, like trying to cut her head off. And I'm like... What if she did? Because, you know, they're doing that thing in, like, what they always do in, like, movies and TV shows where, you know, every attack's being parried, right? Or, like, ducked. What if suddenly just whoosh, her head comes off? That's gonna look really awkward, isn't it? Like, you just beheaded the kid because you got a little angry. Like, I don't know, man. I find that so strange. Like, you wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't just be like, well, this kid's making me look silly. Let me just fucking try and murder it. It's very strange. I don't get it. Evening, Governor.
Well, that's an experience I won't be adding to my memoirs. We'll separate here. Make it harder for Euraxia's lackeys to follow us.
We failed. The parley was a disaster. You don't say. Who couldn't have seen that one coming?
Now. Things actually turned out better than I expected. We know that Euraxia wants something from the Desert Wind Adaptorium, and we know she's about to launch a counter-strike against Riverhold.
There's no way I can be at two places at the same time. I'll have to clone myself.
That's not exactly true. If my power wasn't depleted... Well, let's not digress.
You could clone me?
I'll go to Riverhold and warn Garishri. We'll make sure the city is ready for the attack. Meanwhile, you find out what's happening at the Desert Wind Adaptorium.
What is that and where is it?
Adaptoriums serve the same function as monasteries in other parts of Tamriel. Desert Wind and its adepts follow the order of Jean Kaj. It's west of here, on the northern lip of the Scar. Look for a side entrance if the main door is blocked.
Okie dokie, pal. Alright, so that's gonna do it for today's episode. I think we achieved a decent length, considering my arm is still killing me. Thanks so much for watching. As always, would appreciate a like and a comment. It helps out a great deal, especially at the beginning of a new series. Very, very important for promotion and whatnot, so people can find the videos and thus they find my channel and what have you. This is how we keep the channel alive, through you clicking the like button. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's YouTube for you. Thank you so much as well to these people who are patrons who also help to keep the channel alive. Thank you so much to Miss Justice 83, Rohan Dani, Billy Knight, Ixa, Shadow Sephiroth 666, Awina 1997, Martin Cisnuski, I need to clean my glasses, good lord, Jeremy Burris, Philip Rep, Rex Burham, Luna Parker, Vincent Clark, Lude Smoke Soldier, George Blackwell, Arcarus, Black Wolf 8994, Hitbox, and Patron Marcus. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you next time for more Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr.